So in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step what you need to do when submitting your song to Spotify to be considered for playlisting. So stay tuned.
Beauty is irrelevant.
What's going on YouTube? Jarrell King here, aka Relevant, multi-platinum music producer, music business coach, and of course, man of God. So if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. On this channel, I teach business to musicians, and if you've never been here before, then do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're updated anytime I upload new videos, and also hit the like button because it helps more people like yourself see this video and learn this information. One thing that you can do when it comes to submitting for playlists, instead of paying for a playlist or paying someone to put you on their playlist, is you can take advantage of a specific tool that Spotify offers to all artists for free whenever you're releasing a new song, and you can submit that song to Spotify, and if you give them enough time, they'll actually listen to your song and determine if that song is good enough to be on a playlist that they already have for themselves. So let's dive in. The first thing that you need to have is access to your Spotify for Artists. Now, it's one thing to log into Spotify from your browser as your account owner, but there's also an entirely separate login for something called Spotify for Artists that allows you to see the back end of your analytics in your artist page so that you know how your songs are performing. So a simple Google search will find that. If I were to just search in Google Spotify for Artists, and it's already in my browser, and click enter, you see it here. So it's artists.spotify.com, and that's going to show you everything on the back end and how everything is performing for all of your songs. So here we are. So this is when you first log in. Yours could look a little different, but this is typically how it looks when you first log in. As you can see, right now I don't have anybody listening to any of my music, unfortunately. Hopefully that is better for you, and once we start doing some actual marketing, that number will increase. And you can see up at top you have a few different options that you can click on. Right now we're on the home page. Then you can go to music, you can go to your audience, you can go to your profile, and you can also go to campaigns, which would be marketing, which is still in beta. I'll also do a video on this once it's time for us to market the EP that's coming out. I'm doing an EP with an artist that I work with, Turbo T Double, and that's what we're going to submit today for consideration for Spotify playlisting. And to give you just a little more visibility on what you can find in your Spotify for Artists, you see the performance of how my profile has been over the last 7 days. So in the last 7 days, I've had 19 new listeners, I've had 26 streams, I've gained 66 followers, which is great. I haven't put music out since September. So to see that I'm gaining followers, I got that many followers in the last week. My song Never Had tends to continue to perform very well. When it comes to submitting your song for playlisting, first you have to have the song already uploaded and ready to be distributed. Me, I use DistroKid. I uploaded the song maybe 2 or 3 days ago to be distributed to the different digital streaming platforms like Spotify or Tidal or iTunes or Apple Music. So now that it's already been received by the stores, Spotify has received it, I've been notified that I have a song or a project that's ready to be released based off the date that I selected it for it to be released. You want to make sure that you give Spotify enough time to receive and hear the songs. People are actually listening to these songs, but if you submit it 2 days or a week before your song is going to be released, then that's not giving yourself enough time for Spotify to receive the song and for someone to listen to it to determine if it's going to be put on any playlist that they decide to add it to, if they're going to add it to it. Now, to submit that song for consideration, you want to click on the music tab. And again, you already want to have the song uploaded to your distributor. I'm going to come over here to where it says upcoming. And you can see here we have Watch the Throne 2, and we're going to pitch a song. The good thing about me doing a collaborative project with Turbo T Double is I can submit this song or any of these songs for consideration for playlisting, and then Turbo can also submit any of these songs for consideration for playlisting. Whereas if I were just doing my own version, like my own project or an album or EP, then I would only have the option of submitting one song for consideration. And the song that I want to submit is Custom. So I click Custom, I want to click Next, My hometown is Bakersfield, California. I'm currently in Los Angeles. I'm gonna click next. So the genres, rap is the one. Yep, and there we go. So we have hip hop and rap. You can choose up to 3. I choose 2. Choose up to 2 music cultures, for up to 2 moods. So it's very energetic. That's it. I wouldn't say that it's any of those other ones. Choose up to 2 song styles. What instruments are in the song? So do drum kit. We have some samples. I don't see synths anywhere because it is pretty synth heavy. Is this a cover? No. Is it a remix? No. How is this recorded? Studio. Is it an instrumental? No. What language are the lyrics in? We're gonna put English, and I'm gonna click next. Artist info. I get a lot of listeners in Brazil. That's pretty awesome. Shout out to Brazil. And let's go next. So here we are. We have a summary. We have hometown, currently based, genre, music cultures, energetic, song style, traditional, instruments, drum kit, samples. It's not a cover, it's not a remix. It's a studio recording, it's not an instrumental, and it's in English. Down here it says, don't forget, followers get this song on their release radar playlist when you pitch at least a week before release. So that's crucial. So let's go ahead and click pitch down here at the bottom right. Thanks for your pitch. You can pitch another unreleased song after this one goes live on Spotify. So you only get to submit a song for consideration for playlisting once the song has been released. And that's why you probably only should be releasing songs every month, 1 to 2 months, because you want to give yourself a month to submit the song before it even comes out, and then you have to wait that month before the song is released before you can then pitch your next song for release. So at least you could already have your next song. If you are releasing multiple songs, you can have those songs already ready and uploaded to your distributor so that they're already in your upcoming songs in your Spotify for Artists, so that once you do reach that time where that song, the previous song has been released, then you can go right back into where we just left and you can pitch a new song. Or you could do a collaborative project with another artist, and that artist could then pitch another song from that project so that you better your odds and chances of having one of those songs added to a playlist that Spotify thinks that it fits on, and that way you get more streams and more attention, not only in your profile but on that song. So I click OK. You can see here that it says custom pitched 1 minute ago by me, Jarrell King, and if I wanted to manage it or do any extra things here, I could. And here you can see the artwork, and release date is February 16th. Over the years, playlisting has been such a big topic when it comes to musicians being able to build their fan base, build up their streams, build up their followers on Spotify, and ultimately start generating more income from their streams. The issue over time now is that playlists have evolved, and the mindset of people who are using playlists have also evolved, and it can be not as beneficial as it was before when it comes to getting your music on playlists, because sometimes those playlists and the effort that it takes to get your music on those playlists doesn't necessarily result in what you were actually looking for, because the listener of a playlist is far more different than a listener from someone who's actually searching to hear your music. Because playlist listeners are passive listeners. They tend to put a playlist on and go about their day, and if they hear your song, they may or may not go back to it and listen to it unless it's something that really stood out. And if that playlist doesn't think that your song is performing that well, they're going to remove your song off that playlist, and any money that you may have paid to be on that playlist is going to be gone. On top of that, once your song is off that playlist, the amount of streams that you were getting when that song was on the playlist are going to drop dramatically and drastically. It's not going to be good, and you're going to be very upset that you spent money on it and then lost those results after the 30 days or so that song was going to be on the playlist. Now that you know how to use the pitch tool in Spotify for Artists, you are now in position to consistently pitch your music, specifically your singles or a single from one of your EPs or albums, to Spotify for it to be considered. And if you pitch it at the right time and it's the right project and it has the right sound of something that they're looking for with any of their other playlists, you've now put yourself in position to drastically change your circumstances, because you'll get way more exposure than you've ever had before compared to just putting out songs on your own, unless you've been running some kind of marketing campaign to generate more streams for that song or that project. So I hope you found that helpful. If you did, again, it would be great for you to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that as well. And if you're still struggling with your music career and you're looking for someone to help you when it comes to helping you put together marketing campaigns or building your brand and turning it into a business that generates income, or knowing what to do when it comes to getting equipment or building a fan base or even building relationships in the industry that can ultimately lead to you having a manager or an investor or even a record deal, then click the link in the description box below and book a one-on-one call with me, and we can get on the phone, we can put together a business strategy to help you reach all of your goals, and I'll be there to help you with that every step of the way. So until the next time, I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you soon.